I would like to begin first by quoting the author with the following. If I do make a stand in this book, it is that pretty much everything you have learned about Qi, the Chinese Taoist word for life force energy, and the energy in any cultural expression for that matter, has been wrong, really wrong. After a year of learning about this subject, since I read this book, I began to resonate with the statement. This book was my initiation into the realm of energy work. It was also my initiation into the spiritual journey of multidimensionality, quantum biology, and the epigenetic interplay of energy and matter. As my journey deepened, I began to resonate with another quote in the book, and it goes like this. The entire journey of this book will bring us into the essence of the Qi effect itself to confirm that we are not material bodies that we thought we were, and that how we look at energy needs to be transformed. Indeed, we are so much greater than we have been led to believe by our societal norms. We've been, quote, duped into focusing on just surviving instead of fully thriving, and how we've conditioned to constantly manage things rather than efficiently transforming them. This is a topic that connects very much to the nature of energy and its impacts on our physical bodies. Now, who is the author? Francesco Garripoli lived in China for a number of years studying Eastern healing techniques. He researched and studied healing arts for around 40 years. He also studied at the medical school at University of Colorado. He's got a very in-depth understanding of consciousness, quantum biology, quantum physics, and many other fields like Qigong and epigenetics. His main focus of study through the subject was really to understand the role of mind and energy in the way that the body heals. This book dives into the exploration of this energetic nature of our apparent physical reality. When I decided to open this book for the first time, after, having moved it around my desk for almost a year, thinking at some point I would use it to enhance my meditation practice, it was during a time of really deep questioning in my life. I questioned the existence of life on a deep personal level. And this book initiated me into a whole new world, a whole new perspective on the nature of reality. The only thing I want to do with this first part of this book perspective from this book called The Qi Effect is to quote a few things from the book that have inspired me to look further down the quantum rabbit hole once I read this book. And hopefully it inspires you maybe to be inspired to be more curious, I would say. And so these little bits of information open the door to questions and perhaps curiosities. And I highly recommend this book if you want to dive deeper into this world, to initiate into a life beyond the physical realm that we experience with our senses. And so here it is. These are quotes straight from the book. And the first one is, Qi is the ancient Taoist concept of life force energy. The Hawaiian's word for life force energy is mana, so Qi and mana represent really the same thing. Yeah, so life force energy is really what brings us sustenance and provides us with what we need to stay alive. We know that the brain's powerful neural synapses generate quantum energy fields, and that the coherent states gives us access to reality as we know it. We activate Qi through our conscious awareness. Where the mind goes, Qi goes. And goes is really a metaphorical term here because Qi doesn't go anywhere. It just simply gets activated to be directed with our conscious awareness. According to quantum physics, we are immersed in a quantum vibratory field effect. Really, that's what the Qi effect is. Dimensions other than the one we are currently experiencing is the only explanation for where these subatomic particles, quote, disappear to and emerge from, whether this happens in particle accelerator experiments or in outer space. it, meaning chi, doesn't reside in this observable physical world at all, which is why chi has never been measured or seen, and why we only recognize its effect. This is a really important statement, actually. And this really ultimately shifted everything for me when I read this book. All right, now another piece that has just like shifted everything for me as well is this quote that I actually followed up through other research, which led me to the properties of water and hydrogen. But in the book, he states something really interesting. He says, hydrogen is truly the bridge between energy and matter. Rest assured that your body is living proof of an energy matrix expressing the chi effect. Chi is not in our dimension whatsoever, while its influence is absolutely all around us. Precisely how subatomic waveform or particles move in and out of our dimension is the key to understanding the chi's role in matter. What happens to matter in the process of coming in and out of existence in our dimension is really the question. This idea of an infinite consciousness was linked to the idea of a universal chi field, and wasn't simply the state prior to the physical world, but in fact a fundamental dynamic of life that is ubiquitously present even in this very moment. Surrendering into the unknowable actually weaves us into the radiance of the infinite consciousness, into the resonance of the one we refer to in many ways as God, as creator, as life force itself.